if there's anything this film gives us, it's a shirtless Karl Urban. Which would, usually be able to save anything, but, not this movie. The Loft, starring James Marsden and Karl Urban. And 3 other guys that you've seen in stuff. Cameron from Modern Family and the Prison Break guy, and yeah. So The Loft is about 5 friends who, led by Karl Urban, get a loft in some city and basically somewhere where they can go and have affairs without having to worry about credit cards or hotel bills. But things get real when the dead body of a young woman is found in the loft. Sounds hollow? Well, because it is. It's a decent enough setup for a murder mystery movie, and while I was kind of on board with it till a certain point, just when they started revealing all the twists, that's when the movie lost me. Just as soon as the twists start, it's just become so unnecessarily convoluted and so many plot holes that my brain just didn't even feel like trying to fill. My brain was just like, I know there are plot holes, but I am not going to make the effort to fill them in because this movie is not worth it. Plus, it's also told in a series of flashbacks at times throughout the movie, so that kind of, the timeline gets a little wonky. Plus, the dialogue is just weird sometimes, and it's just like, pretty sure actual people do not talk like that. And the climax is just so dragged out because instead of just having one twist, it has to have 5 and keep going for longer than it needs to. By the end, I was just like, this could be over now, please. And the way it was filmed, just some of the camera angles, stuff like that was just really weird. Like, some of the choices they made in regards to that was just strange and many unnecessary close-ups. Like, a character would just be sitting and then for some reason the camera has to be right up in their face as it pans over them because, of course, extreme close-ups make even the dullest scenes so much more interesting. The music kind of stuck out to me a bit because while it was, like, the score of the movie was actually kind of intense and stuff, but it felt out of place because it belonged in a better movie, in a much more dramatic movie. And again, this is another case of 2 actors, Karl Urban and James Marsden, who I like, doing a movie that's just not good. All in all, The Loft was a mess of attractive people doing crappy things. And while it started off okay, it spiraled out into Plot Hole City. So I'm gonna give The Loft a barely worth it. And if you guys saw The Loft, I mean, I'd be surprised if you did, but if you saw it, what did you think about it? And just to prove that Karl Urban and James Marsden have been in better movies, what are your favorite of those 2 actors' movies? Either or, doesn't matter. Okay guys, that's it from me. Hope you're having a great day, and I will see you soon. Toodles!